15 days after the accident.
So how do you feel now, Judy?
I really don't know how I feel, doctor.
It's understandable. Guess you were still in shock. You tried to take your own life by jumping in front of a moving car, Judy, a moving car.
I am really not proud of myself right now, doc. I was told I was in a coma for 15 days.
Yes, you were. In fact, thank God you survived this, my dear. No matter what you must be going through, suicide is never an option.
I just got tired of it all, doctor. Life is a living hell for me. I am useless been alive.
This sounds really deep. You care to share?
My world came crashing down on me, doctor. My husband abandoned me 6 months ago, ran off with another woman, leaving me with 4 kids to raise all on my own. I have become indebted to so many people. Food is a scarce commodity for I and the kids.
How old are your kids?
I have twin boys who are 11 years old and 2 daughters aged 9 and 7.
I am so sorry to learn of what you were going through, but still, my dear, suicide wasn't an option. Your experience reminds me of when I was much younger, say about 8 years old. My dad abandoned my mum and 8 children. My mum was just a petty trader, but you know what? My mum never for once abandoned us. When we grew older, she told I and my siblings that there were times she thought of just running away, but each time, what came to her mind's eye were our crying faces if she left. That moved her to stay and work hard. She did, and today at 77 years of age, she is a proud mother of 3 medical doctors, 1 lawyer, an accountant, an acclaimed chef, 2 nurses, and a grandmother of 16 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren.
Your mother is a strong woman.
You can be too if you choose to be. My mum's example should inspire you, though in her case she thought of running away, but when she thought of us she stayed back. In your case you tried to take your own life. Please think of your children and other loved ones who will be pained by such an act.
I never really wanted to do this, doctor. A voice in my head just told me to jump in front of the movie vehicle. I had just been embarrassed by someone who had loaned me some money and was unable to pay back. Soon after that, my phone was ringing. Another person who loaned me some money was calling me.
Please, before you think of ending it, think of the young ones you are living for. Think of all the things you hold dear. Think of the seen and unseen blessings from God, because believe you me, they are too numerous to count. What do you do for a living?
Nothing really, doctor. My husband told me not to work or do business while we were together. He provided all our needs, but now he abandoned us, left not a penny, sends not a penny. We have been living from hand to mouth. I have borrowed so much money from people. No one wants to help me again because they see me as a defaulter.
Sorry to say, Judy, but that was where your problem started from. The moment you agreed not to work nor do a business. Now imagine if you had something doing. I doubt you would be in this situation now.
Guess you have a point there, doctor. That is my greatest regret, not being financially capable to take care of my kids.
How about your family members?
They help in their little way once in a while, but it's never enough. Everyone is dealing with their own stuff.
I will leave you to rest now. There is someone I will bring in to see you later. She is Miss Jade Hannibal. She runs the Jade Hannibal Foundation. She helps women like you get back on their feet. I am very sure she will be eager to discuss with you, and feel free as well to discuss with her. She is a good friend of mine.
Thank you so much, doctor. I would love to meet her. I feel so worthless right now. I am a bad mother. I tried to kill myself. What would have become of my kids?
Don't beat yourself up. Don't worry, everything will be alright. You don't have to die before death, my dear.
Hello Judy, how are you today? My name is Jade Hannibal, and I'm a humanitarian and a mental health support. How can I be of service to you today?
Hello ma'am, nice to meet you. Dr. Lee told me about you. I can't believe I tried to kill myself.
Take a deep breath, Judy. You're not alone in this. Sometimes we end up doing things that we never imagined that we would ever do. But at times like this, you need to pause, take a deep breath, relax. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't feel too guilty, and don't be too ashamed. You're at the right place. Let's talk about it. Let it out, Judy. Let it out. Cry. Sometimes a good cry can ease the pain, can ease the heavy heart. Your heart is heavy right now, I know. I can feel your pain. I can never say that I understand what you are going through, no. But I can only understand a bit if you let me in. Talk to me, Judy. Tell me what really is going on.
I was married for 10 years, I have twin boys and 2 daughters. Life was beautiful, until 6 months ago when Jezebel snatched my husband away from me. He just abandoned I and the kids and haven't set my eyes on him since then.
Who is Jezebel, Judy?
It's the strange woman my husband abandoned me for.
Judy, I want to ask you a very honest question. I need a very honest reply. It is an honest question because I feel that asking you this question from woman to woman and as a mental health support will open more doorways for us to really get to the bottom of this issue, get to the bottom of your suicide, and not being superficial about what really caused you or made you start thinking about suicidal thoughts and to even attempt it. You ready for my question? The question is this: are you, Judy, still in love with your husband?
Of course I am, ma'am. He was the center of my world.
Thank you for your honest reply. Past tense noted. He was the center of your heart. Judy, can you honestly say your husband is still in love with you and you still see a future of both of you together?
Well, I can't say. I really can't say, because how can he still love me and go with another woman? I have been going through hell since he left 6 months ago. Life has been so difficult for I and the kids, living from hand to mouth. I am so indebted to so many people that I thought of taking my life.
Judy. Look into my eyes, Judy. Look into my eyes, Judy. I'm talking to you. Look up. Lift up your chin. Don't bend your head down. Look up. You have been through a lot, and you're still going through a lot. Why do I say so? Being married for 10 years, loving one person, all your heart, giving him everything, making him the center of your world, having 4 beautiful children with him, and suddenly, just 6 months ago, all what you believed in as true love, as your world, came crushing down because of unfaithfulness. Honestly, Judy, I won't speak about the other woman whom you refer to as Jezebel. I'm only going to speak about you and your husband. Your husband took a vow to love you forever, and he's responsible for his actions. So let us accept that fact, that he's responsible for whatever happened, and want to hold him responsible only for that. While you, Judy, you're responsible for yourself now, because he's no longer here. You're responsible for your children, responsible for your mental health, responsible for the way you react to things. And from this moment, I want to assure you that you're not alone. You have me here to support you, to see you through, to help you so that you can heal. This process you are going through now has a lot of what ifs. What if I had done this? What if I had done that? But this is not a time for what ifs. It's a time to heal from your pain. And I want you to know that I am here for you.
I really want to heal, ma'am. Please help me heal.
This is a great start, Judy. Acknowledging that you need healing at this point is a major step to receiving healing. Mental issues or mental trials, mental problems doesn't mean that one has gone insane. It just means that our mental health needs help. The same way our physical bodies, we get sick, the same way we need treatments, that's the same way our mental health gets sick sometimes and need treatment. You're going through an emotional breakdown now, which nobody's going to question you, because what you are going through now isn't easy. Rest assured that your children need you. Even if your husband will not need you, your children need you. So this healing process has just begun. So Judy dear, always have it in mind that this is not the end. No matter what you are going through, this is not the end. Like I always tell my patients, do not stop now. Do not stop. Keep moving. Alright? Now put a smile on that beautiful face of yours. Yeah, that is it. Wow, Judy, you're such a lovely, strong woman, an amazing woman, and I really commend you for your courage. It's a beautiful thing meeting you today, and I'd like us to continue this discussion in my office some other time, whenever it's convenient for you. We'll come on a second section and go to talk more. Alright? So I was told by Mr. Lee that you actually don't do anything for now. What really do you do? You know, how can I be of assistance to you rendering my humanitarian aid? Let's discuss that aspect. So what's your skill? What's your skill, dear?
The only thing I know to do so well is cooking.
Wow, Judy, such a beautiful skill you have. Do you know that cooking is one of the major skills that gives financial benefits to women around the world? So by all means, Judy, go cook. Go cook. You have a beautiful skill, beautiful hands, and you can make it work. Get well soon, get off that bed, and let's discuss about the humanitarian aid that my foundation can render to you. Alright? Let's see. By next week you should be discharged. No, so come to my office. Let's talk about getting your business registered, giving you a business name, and then we'll train you on cooking skills management. And after that, you'll be given grants to get your kitchen utensils, everything you need for cooking, and to even start cooking, start the business going, operations. Okay, we're gonna get you all those things. So don't worry, Judy, you're not alone. We are in this together.
Wow, ma'am, really? I have never had such beautiful words spoken to me before.
It's okay, dear. It's fine. Alright, darling. So I have to go now, okay, Judy? See you soon. I need to go home and take care of my cold. See, I've been sniffing, have a little bit of cold, but I knew I had to be here as soon as Dr. Lee called on me to come meet you. I just knew I had to, put on my sweater, come meet you, because meeting you today is so much more important than anything else. And I'm so glad I met such a beautiful woman today. So I'll be leaving now. Pray for you to get well soon, and then by next week we'll talk more. Okay? All right, darling, take care of yourself. Get your kids for me. Okay? Bye.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Judy, the lady who jumped in front of a moving vehicle, but thank God, I survived it, and I am here to tell my story. What are you going through in life right now? Are your trials in life so enormous that the only voice you can hear is the one in your head telling you give up? To jump off that bridge? To take that insecticide? To jump in front of a moving vehicle like I did? To hang yourself, or to use that firearm on yourself? I am here to tell you, this is not the end. So, while I am honest and open about my own suicide attempt, I am keenly aware that this honesty might be difficult for you, depending on your personal experience. But whatever your experience, this is not the end. It's a truth universally acknowledged that we all go through a rough patch in our lives ever so often, but some people can feel those lows a little bit harder than others, which leads to depression. Depression is a form of mental illness and can be the deadliest form. People experience depression differently. Symptoms of depression include loss of interest in things they used to particularly enjoy, erratic sleeping patterns, and feelings of sadness or hopelessness. For me, after my husband, who had become the center of my world, abandoned us, I became overwhelmed with feelings of sadness and hopelessness over my inability to provide for myself and kids. I lost interest in things I used to enjoy. Even my beautiful kids didn't matter to me anymore. I was totally depressed and lost. My mental health was a total mess. I was with my husband for 10 years, gave birth to 4 beautiful kids. Life was good. My husband was kind and loving towards I and the kids. He provided all our needs materially, that there was never a need to work outside the home. I fully concentrated on my duties as a wife, but guess what, guys? Nothing lasts forever, because tomorrow is not promised. My once loving husband turned his back on us and has never looked back since then. What is your own story? Whatever it is, this is not the end. Ladies, especially married ladies, please take a clue from my story. Make sure your hands are always busy either at a job or a business of your own. What skill do you have? Cooking, sewing, hair making, baking. By all means harness your skills and make it translate into money for you. Never you relax. In the name of my husband, asked me not to work. No matter how enjoyable life is for you now, by all means, find something to do and save away funds for the future. Even if life doesn't go south, that money stacked away will always come in handy someday. True, at some point in our lives, we might feel like giving up, but when that happens, just think of all the reasons you have held on to this very moment. Marie White said, and I quote, "You can either be crushed by a horrific event and lose your sanity, your family and your life. Or, you can take this pain that was thrust upon you, to propel into greatness. You can make it through this. I know it's hard." End of quote. As for me, I took the pain that was thrust upon me by my husband and I have set myself up for greatness. Thanks to Dr. Lee and Jade Anaber Foundation, my life has become worth living again. Miss Jade asked me what I loved to do the most and I told her cooking. Then she said, by all means Judy, go cook. The foundation bought me all the utensils I needed to kickstart my business and gave me funds to register my business and commence operations. This right here is Judy's kitchen, where we cook and serve a variety of dishes. I currently have 3 ladies working with me. Business has been great, I am happy again, my children are feeding and clothing well. I have sorted out most of my debts. It didn't have to end for me that day. That is one big regret I have, to have ever thought of rendering my children motherless after their dad had abandoned them. To you watching this with so must hurt in your heart, please, this is not the end. Whatever depressing thoughts you are pondering over now, whatever voice prompting you to do the unthinkable, please get on your feet this moment and go talk to a trusted family member or friend. I am so glad to have shared my story with you today. I do hope you learned a thing or two from my experience. My name is Judy, CEO, Judy's Kitchen. You should stop by sometime and I will treat you to a special delicacy. And always remember, at any crushing moment you may encounter in life, tell yourself, this is not the end.